Air Canada says it's likely that its operations will shut down as early as this weekend if a contract agreement isn't reached with its pilots' union. The airline says that customers with bookings between September 15th and 23rd can make changes at no cost or receive a travel credit. It says the policy will be expanded as warranted, but notes that customers won't be eligible for extra compensation. The union representing 5,200 pilots is pushing to see salaries get closer to what pilots in the U.S. have negotiated. Aviation expert John Gradek joined us to unpack the dispute.
The big debate, of course, is the compensation level that these pilots are looking for. Right now, the public discourse is around 40 to 45% of a wage scale improvement that the airline union is looking for. And that's coming off a contract that Air Canada had with the pilots that lasted about 10 years with an average annual increase somewhere around 2%. So there's a lot of catch up to the various costs of increases that we've had over the last decade that the pilots are looking for. Plus, the other fact is that the U.S. pilots have been getting some significant increases over the last few months, between 30 and 40%. So over and above the catch up, there's 30 to 40% salary wage that the pilots are looking for to catch up to competitive salaries in the U.S. Talking about Air Canada looking at about 110,000 passengers a day, somewhere around, I'd say $50 million worth of revenue a day for every day that the airline's on strike. It is a significant amount of revenues, and the cost of settlement for the pilots is somewhere, if you look at what they're looking for, somewhere in the range of about $500 million to cover. So after about 10 days worth of lost revenue, you're basically looking at somehow, some way trying to offset that against the cost of a contract. So it's not going to take long for cooler heads to prevail and for some type of settlement to show up within the next 10 days. You're looking at a significant, number of seats that will be pulled from the marketplace. Air Canada is, of course, the largest carrier in Canada. There are other carriers that have significant capacity. WestJet, 160 some odd airplanes. You have Porter with about 35 airplanes, and you have Flair, plus a significant number of regional carriers across Canada. So it's not as if Canadians will be losing air services totally. The choices will be reduced, prices will have gone up, and it'll make it difficult for passengers to basically look at trips that have been disrupted by the Air Canada.